morning, it's Steve from It's Just Cricket here, and we've done something quite unusual this time. In the interests of trying to find and source the best cricket equipment from across the world for our customers, we've actually come over to Nottingham to meet with Michael at B3, and Michael's going to walk us through the range of B3 bats and equipment that you'll be able to get from It's Just Cricket in 2021. Michael, can you explain the range to us, please?
Yeah, hi Steve. Yeah, welcome to B3. Thanks for coming down. Be my pleasure to show you around and show you what we do and why I think we're different.
Right, so Michael, you've got a huge range of bats here. Can you walk us through the range of bats and options that you offer at B3?
Yeah, sure. So we start off with our series range. Now, the series range are popular shapes, the most common shapes in the current time, and we've got four main shapes at the moment, and we always keep a full stock across a wide spectrum of the four shapes, but also grades of willow and the weights of the bats.
Okay, and these are all blank bats, so what about in terms of the stickers and the dressing them up?
Yeah, so anybody who comes to the shop, they'll find the bat that suits them, and then we'll ask them, what's your preference in terms of the stickers and the grips, and the guys will make it up while they wait, or make it up and ship it to them, or they'll come and collect.
In terms of the four most popular profiles, can you just walk us through broadly what they are?
Let's start with the tempo. So the tempo, a pretty traditional shape these days, mid to slightly above mid to high middle. It's got some concaving, it's got nice generous edges, solid toe, solid shoulder, so it's a great all-round bat. You can get the lighter weights out of this because of the concaving.
Okay.
You can get the lighter weights, and the pickup is exceptional. Great all-round bat for young players especially. So the Sublime for long-time customers of B3 is the old DB2, and again got concaving, slightly lower middle. Most customers say that this bat defies gravity because whilst it's got that slightly lower middle than the tempo, it picks up exceptionally well, and you'll see again, I mean, the edges and the toe and the shoulder.
Substantial.
So it's a 25mm toe, it's a 16-17mm shoulder, so it's going to give great performance, and 38mm edges, so it's going to give great performance, but also it's got a bit of solidity.
Indeed.
So I mean, what's that? That's 2.9, picks up probably 2.8.
Right, okay.
So the third bat in the range, Steve, is the Imperium. This is a bat we designed for our Antipodean customers.
Okay, what's down under?
So the trend these days is towards fuller profile, so this has got very little concaving. In fact, that's probably got a mil, if that, half a mil. So it's a fuller profile, a mid to high middle, like the tempo, solid shoulders, solid toe. A lot of players are looking for that. Hard to get under 2.9 because of that fuller profile, without making the edges thinner. So if you're looking for a 2.8 bat, the Imperium is probably not for you. So the Maverick was designed based on a popular trend with some pros 3 or 4 years ago. Yeah, this proved very popular. So this is a slightly shorter blade, longer handle. So overall, still the same size as a normal short handle bat.
Yep. Something perfect for a bit of a short house like me.
Well, no, it's still the same length.
Right. Okay.
It's still the same length. We could, again, handles. You could have a super short handle. You could have whatever you like. So whatever suits you. But the idea is that with the long handle, shorter blade, you can get slightly more wood in the blade because the handle is lighter than the willow. Sure. But more than anything, it's the feel and the manoeuvrability of this handle. So with a trend towards T20, the reverse sweep, for example. Okay. So some players have said they find it easier to manoeuvre when they're doing that kind of thing than with a normal short handle. They're proving really popular. The Maverick is a beautiful bat.
Right. Okay.
Okay.
So those are the stock shapes.
They're the 4 main stock shapes we've got at the moment.
Okay.
We're always reviewing and getting feedback from customers in the marketplace, so we'll adapt that every year. The series bats are still custom because you can say, I want a Maverick, but I'd like it at £2.9.5.
Okay.
I'd like a super. I'd like an oval handle.
Yep.
You know, I'd like different coloured stickers. I'd like a toe guard. Had an order from New Zealand this morning. I'd like a square toe, please.
Okay.
You know, so okay, you can have a square toe. So we can give the customer what they want, whether it's a series bat.
Right.
Or a bespoke bat or a custom bat. The custom bat is based upon our online configurator.
Right.
So we've got an online configurator on the b3cricket.com website. There's over 600 combinations on there. So you can pick your spine, pick your edge, pick your weight, pick your grade of willow, and it'll narrow it down a bit like when you configure a car online.
Okay.
You know, and you can send yourself a PDF of the design that you've saved.
Right.
So that works really well. So if somebody can't find something that they like within the series range, then have a look at the custom configurator.
Okay. Well, that's ideal for us because we have a lot of customers who are very specific in their requirements, know what they need.
Yeah.
And one of the reasons they come to It's Just Cricket is because finding a bat that suits all of their different criteria is sometimes quite a challenge.
Yeah. What we say is we cater for fussiness. You know, people have been making custom golf clubs.
Nothing wrong with being fussy.
Not at all. And you know, another thing. I mean, we every bat has got a unique serial number. So that 4-digit serial number, we keep all the attributes of that bat. So we know the shape and the design. We know the weight. We know the willow grade. We also know the number of
Okay,
grades.
so the next time your mate pinches your bat, do you give him the code number and say, go buy one for yourself?
Absolutely.
Fine.
And we've made bats for pros who have had bats made elsewhere, and they might have 30 bats to pick 5. We'll make 5 because it's a precise engineering process,
Right.
as you'll see later on. When we make a custom for somebody, if we like it and we think we're going to sell it again, we'll make a couple extra and stick them in the showroom. So that's what these are. The 31.2, you see the duck bill and the low middle there.
Yeah.
Very popular shape. We made that for a pro cricketer. Unfortunately, didn't have our stickers on it, but yeah, loves that.
It's sometimes the case. So great for planting the ball over the inner rim.
It is, yeah. This. I mean, feel the pickup on that. I mean, it belies itself, really.
Yeah, I could play with that.
Yeah.
And that's 210.
Yeah.
That's remarkable.
Yeah. 36.1. Again, that would be probably a more Tendulkar type shape.
Yes, I was going to
You
say
know, we've
that.
got the really sort of low middle.
Yeah.
It is another bat. The player's 3500 shape. Again, that is a beautiful bat. I mean, that's a 3-stripe, but probably very close to being an LE.
Okay, that's fine. So the last thing I wanted to just ask you about, and I couldn't help but noticing them at the end of the rack here, are the junior bats.
Yes.
I wasn't aware you did a range of junior bats.
Yeah, there are certain shapes that lend themselves to a good junior bat.
Yeah.
So you want something that is light enough that they can play and develop the game, but they need something that's big enough to pack a punch, so that they're not trying to over-hit the ball.
Yeah.
So we've got 2 or 3 shapes that work really well. Once a player gets to a size 6 or a Harrow, then they might start to be a little bit more particular in saying I want a certain shape or a certain weight. And when we work with the player obviously, but we work with the parent and we work with the coaches. One of the things you'll get from us, like yourselves, we've all played the game.
Yes.
So if somebody comes to it's just cricket and has a specific requirement, we'll work with you guys to make sure we get it right.
Brilliant. Okay, thank you.
That's been really, really helpful. Perhaps now we can go and see where the magic is made and actually how they're made. Next stop.
Yeah, let's go and have a look at the factory.